You've heard me say it before. Homesteading is the ultimate expression of preparedness. And whether you're a prepper or a new homesteader, there are 5 basic skills that you can learn that will help ensure you become more self-sufficient and independent. Hey everybody, welcome back. Listen, before we go on with the video, I'm going to ask you to subscribe. We've got a growing virtual community here, and if you like subjects like homesteading and preparedness, we do videos on that and basically everything in between. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, on to the topic at hand. The 5 basic skills every prepper or homesteader should learn in order to become more self-sufficient and independent. Skill number 1, food preservation. Preserving food is a necessary homesteading skill. While your produce may be fresh during the summer months, preserving food can help you save money and stay healthy during the winter months. There are many different preservation methods available to homesteaders, including freezing, freeze-drying, pickling, dehydrating, or canning. Depending on what type of food you're looking to preserve and how much work you want to do, you might find that one method is easier than another. For example, if you want to can chicken and green beans and you're just starting out, it's important to invest in a high-quality pressure canner that meets safety standards. Once you learn how to use it, you can move on to different methods. On the other hand, if you're looking for a simple sugar-free way to preserve strawberries or blueberries over the long term, freezing is likely the best option. Ultimately, preserving food can help you reduce your grocery bill and stay healthy throughout the year. It just takes a bit of planning, organization, and patience. So food preservation is probably the easiest skill for somebody that's just starting out to learn. Because aside from the canning or the dehydrating equipment, the equipment that you need, you really don't have to have much else, because you don't have to have a garden or anything, because you can just go to the store or the farmer's market and buy food in bulk and then put it up. It's cheaper to buy it in bulk than buying individually, and you can put it up over the long term and have it all year round if you want. The second basic skill you should learn is gardening. Gardening is not only an essential skill when homesteading, but it's a great way to become more self-sufficient. Not only will you be able to grow your own food, but you'll also save money on groceries. There's a lot more to gardening than simply planting some seeds and letting them grow. You should learn about different techniques such as container gardening, companion planting, succession sowing, and crop rotation. Growing your own food eliminates the need to ingest harmful chemicals that can be found in many prepackaged store-bought meals. While they may serve the purpose of preserving your food long enough for it to get to you, many of these chemicals can be potentially harmful to your health. But another advantage to gardening is that you can make it fit your budget. Whether you have money to blow or less than $100 to spare, there are many ways to get started with gardening. Keeping garden doesn't have to break the bank. If you find that growing your own food is too expensive for your budget, try starting smaller. You can optimize how much space and money you put into gardening by growing crops that yield more, such as potatoes, tomatoes, and squash. So gardening is really easy to get into, and you don't have to have a lot of land to do it. All you need is some dirt. And by dirt, I mean dirt. You can grow in a container on an apartment balcony, or you can grow in the backyard of a suburban lot, or you can have a homestead like Grumpy Acres and expand out and go as big as you want. But don't feel that you're curtailed by where you live. You can find different methods and different ways of doing it to fit where you are. And again, practice, practice, practice. Like we say here at Grumpy Acres, whenever we make a mistake gardening, thank God we're not starving. It's better to learn now than whenever your back's up against the wall. The third basic skill you should learn is animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is the care and management of animals, which in the case of homesteading includes chickens, cows, rabbits, quails, sheep, goats, pigs, and other things. There are many benefits to raising animals on your property, including access to fresh and nutritious meat, eggs, and milk. Animal husbandry can require a great deal of time and effort, but it can also be a very rewarding activity. If you have any experience on a homestead, you know many veterinarians may not be able to make house calls for large herd animals, and in many cases animals such as chickens are considered exotic and cannot be serviced at all. Learning how to take care of minor wounds and illnesses can save you the hassle of loading up the animal while also reducing your livestock bills. If you're serious about becoming self-sufficient by practicing animal husbandry, it's important to build relationships with local farmers and ranchers who can provide guidance along the way. Additionally, you'll need to purchase the necessary equipment and supplies for your animals. While animal husbandry can be a time-consuming activity, it's well worth the effort if you're looking to become more independent and self-sufficient. Now, don't think that you're constrained by where you live, because just like gardening, there's ways you can do it in smaller spaces. If you live in an apartment or on a suburban lot, you might want to start thinking about starting with rabbits or quail. The footprint is extremely small and they're easy to master. As you get more property and you become more proficient and understanding of what it takes to take care of the animals, you can start expanding. The fourth skill you should learn is bread making, which is probably my favorite. Nothing tastes as good as freshly baked bread, and it's a skill that anyone can learn with a little practice. Baking your own bread comes with many nutritional benefits, one of the biggest being that, much like gardening, is you're giving yourself control over what you eat. Many commercial bakeries use chemicals and preservatives that can be potentially harmful to your health. You also eliminate the worry about pesticides when baking your own bread. Making your own bread is also a cheap alternative to eating out or buying prepared foods from the grocery store. Making your own bread costs just pennies compared to buying loaf after loaf at the supermarket. As long as you have flour, yeast, and water, you can make fresh loaves every day using minimal ingredients and with little effort. Now, like I said, bread making is probably one of my favorite skills. You can start off simple with a basic loaf of white bread, and you can expand your knowledge base and make all kinds of artisanal type of breads. There are some fantastic bread making resources out there, and literally all it takes is the 3 ingredients, a bread pan, and an oven. And finally, the 5th basic skill every prepper or new homesteader should learn: building. Every homesteader should at least have a basic understanding of building techniques and materials. Whether you want to build a deck or start constructing your own barn, having the right tools and knowledge is essential for success. To get started on your building journey, it's important to invest in the right tools, including hammers, nails, levels, saws, jigsaws, etc., as well as safety equipment like goggles and work gloves. You should also explore different materials that could be used in your projects, from wood to metal to plastic and glass. Once you have gathered all your materials and supplies, take some time and learn about basic building techniques, things like framing structures or working with concrete. With a bit of practice and dedication, you will soon find yourself developing new skills that can help you create your own homestead. Well, there you have it. There's the 5 basic homesteading skills that every prepper and new homesteader should learn. Whether you're looking to become more self-sufficient or simply want to learn something new, there are many old-fashioned homesteading skills to study. These 5, from preserving food to building your own structures, will allow you to start taking control over your life, live it healthier, and be more satisfied. Well, I hope you liked the video. Go ahead and hit that notification bell, because I'm going to do another video with 5 more advanced homesteading skills that preppers and new homesteaders should learn. Give us a thumbs up if you like this type of content. Let YouTube know that you enjoy it. And like I said before, go ahead and think about subscribing. Oh, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the video and the skills that I chose. And if you got a different set or you just want to expand on it. All right? Most importantly, I want you guys to go out and live a life done free. Take care. Thanks, Milo.